Hello cardboard lovers, it's Cardboard Badger here. I hope you're doing well, and today we have for you another Commander budget deck tech. We are going Final Fantasy at the helm, and we are going to be doing lots of shenanigans with Sagas and creating a huge amount of value. Very interesting to pilot this, and you are going to need a ridiculous number of tokens, but it is so much fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. If you do so, there will be a link in the description where you can get the entire list of exactly what is in this deck. We are not going to be going through every single card, no, but I'm going to give you a snippet, a bit of a taster of exactly what is going on, and I hope you enjoy. So let's have a look at our commander. We have got Garnet, Princess of Alexandria, for 2 mana. Green-white, we have a Human Noble Cleric, 2/2 with lifelink, and whenever Garnet attacks, you may remove a law counter from each of any number of Sagas you control, and put a +1/+1 counter on Garnet for each law counter removed this way. Now, it's important to note that if you happen to have a Saga out, and then you remove a counter, if there are no counters on the Saga, it does not disappear. The only way the Saga is going to perish is if you put that final law counter on it, which means every single Saga that is played has the ability to reuse a particular chapter, and obviously those will turn into +1 counters, and Garnet will become ginormous. So let's begin with our creatures. We have 19 in total, and we are starting off with Starfield Mystic and Jukai Naturalists, enabling our enchantment spells to cost 1 less to cast. We also have Sithis Harvest Hand, enabling us to gain life and draw cards. Satsuki, the Living Law, allowing us to put additional counters on our Sagas. And also we have got Metastatic Evangel. When a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate, allowing us to put more counters, if needed, onto our Sagas. We're also playing Kutsil Malamet Exemplar. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, and this gives us the opportunity to draw some more cards. We also have Yenna, Redtooth Regent. For 2 and tap it, we can choose one of our Sagas, and we can make an additional copy of it, except it is not legendary. And also we've got Archon of Sun's Grace. Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink, and it also has Constellation, so every time an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, we are going to get a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying. We also have the added sub-theme throughout this deck of clerics, as Garnet is a cleric. And we have Aerith Gainsborough. We have got a 2/2 cleric, and when you gain life, you put counters on it. And when Aerith dies, you can put all those counters on every single legendary creature that you have. And in addition to that, we have Minwu, White Mage. Vigilance, lifelink, and when you gain life, you put a +1 counter on each cleric you control. And also Ondu, Spirit Dancer. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may create a token that's a copy of it, doing this once each turn. And our final 3 creatures, we have got Tashar, Ancestor's Apostle. If we cast a historic spell, we can bring back a creature of 3 mana or less from our graveyard to the battlefield. Also, Whipgrass Entangler. For 2 mana until the end of turn, target creature gains. This creature can't attack or block unless its controller pays 1 for each cleric in play. And also we've got Battlefield Medic. We can tap this and prevent the next X damage that will be dealt to target creature this turn, where X is the number of clerics in play. Next we have the all-important enchantment slot. We have 25 enchantments in total, the majority of which are Sagas. And we're going to start off with our selection of cards focusing purely on ramp. We've got Azusa's Many Journeys, The Birth of Meletis, and Songs of Freyalise. And for making our creatures bigger, we've got Fall of Gil-galad, Michiko's Reign of Truth, and Triumph of Gerard. And for some token generation, we have got The Huntsman's Redemption, Three Blind Mice, and the first Iron Games. And finally, we can exile everyone's stuff with Summon Ixion. The princess takes flight, and also Ajani fells the Godsire. And some additional cards to take note of before we finally get to the mana base. We have got Maskwood Nexus, technically making every single creature we have be a cleric. Griffin Airy. If we gain life, we make a 2/2 white Griffin creature token with flying, and Sigil of the Empty Throne, producing a 4/4 angel every time we cast an enchantment. And also Relic Vial, as long as you control a cleric. Relic Vial has whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. And the amazing Brilliant Restoration, returning all artifacts and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. And finally, our lands. We have 33 in total, 9 of which are non-basic. And out of those, we have got Nesting Grounds, enabling us to pay 1 and tap and move one of our lore counters onto something else. We've got the Mighty Rogue's Passage, enabling our creature to be unblockable. And we have Reliquary Tower, so we have no maximum hand size. So there we have it. That is the entire $40 budget Commander deck tech with Garnet, Princess of Alexandria. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have done so, please like, share, subscribe, do all the usual business. It will help out the channel hugely. Thank you in advance. And if you do put this together, please let me know how you get on, or if you changed anything and why. I would love to hear your feedback. Other than that, I'd just like to say thanks for watching, people, and we'll see you again soon here on Cardboard Badger.